going on? Can you hear me? All right. Hopefully that's a little bit better. So excited. April is not a joke. Um, First of all, I want to say, hey, thank you for each one of you being participating in the group, sharing your thoughts, sharing your what works best for you, even asking questions. This is all to help you as a resource. To that end, I wanted to talk to you about what changes do you need to make in your plan. So by now, maybe you've been kind of going along, but the fact is, have you taken notice of, hey, am I where I want to be financially? Am I taking care of the things that I want? Do I have the freedoms necessarily? Do I have? Am I on track to do those things? Maybe you're on a get out of debt plan, but while you're focusing on your get out of debt plan, have you already started with, hey, how am I going to build my investing? Am I investing while I'm trying to get out of debt? And if I'm doing both of those, am I able to have some fulfillment in my personal life while even doing those things? What am I going to do to keep me motivated? Do I know what I'm aiming for in terms of financial independence? Sometimes it's just want to have a little bit more margin in the month to have that flexibility should special event come up, or should I want to take part in buying something and enjoy and it just not affect me financially. Or maybe you want to be able to travel every month to exotic places out the country freely without having to worry about it from a financial sense. Or maybe it's, hey, I want to be able to churn new cars every couple of years or every year as I feel necessary. Whatever the case may be, all those things do add up to an actual financial number. And now more than ever, if you're in that 25 to 30, 35 to 40, it's more important now that you actually focus on what you're aiming for. And to that end, that's one of the things that I want to talk about for this month. I want to encourage you not and offer you more help. So more help in the matter of by myself. So behind the scenes, if you've had the chance to talk to me about your goals, usually there are things we do from a strategy standpoint of, hey, this is some things you can implement. These are things you can get rid of. This is how you can begin to increase your income. And then from your investing journey, understanding what investments you have, what you can take advantage of, making sure you have the correct framework in place, and then going to it. So that is something that I want to take just a little step further, especially now, especially with the stock market being where it's at. I want you guys to really focus on this month, really making sure you're taking advantage of just the basic things like your employer match. Are you at least investing? And then if you're investing in getting the employer match, do you know what your money is actually invested in? So that's where you want to actually understand and define, okay, is these stocks that I would buy, or mutual funds or index funds or whatever the case may be, that I would buy normally. Maybe you want to switch up how that structure is. Do I know how this works from an expectation standpoint as things begin to grow? What are things that I need to be looking out for? So that's number one. I want to offer myself as a resource just this month. If you uh, want to take your investment space, your personal investments to that next level, we can help you define the number, help you define your goals, but then also give you number one definitions so it doesn't look like a different language to you, so that you have a full understanding of what you're putting your money in. Second thing is, are you in the place where you're wanting to buy a home or set yourself up for that? That's a huge goal and accomplishment. What are things you can take advantage of to help, number one, keep the cost down, but make sure you're aware of all the potential things that can come along with home ownership? It can be scary, and if you're single, it can definitely be scary if you're walking down this road by yourself and you're unprepared. So it's very good to, number one, get educated so that you can actually move forward. And then lastly, I want you to think about this last year has in insurmountably made you have to change the way you do things from a holistic standpoint. So kids learning different, probably have to do your work different. Maybe you have to look for a different job, whatever the case may be. So the now is the time that you look at, okay, what changes have I made? What changes do I need to make so that I can grow my income? Because you can scrimp and you can pull tight on those expenses, and I mean you can really get down to the bare bones. But one or two things I'm seeing happen: you do it for a long time and you get tired and burnt out. You do it so much to the point where even if you do cut down on as much as you can, it still doesn't create the margin that you need to grow forward. So that's where implementing all-inclusive plan that you, number one, you're getting out of debt. Number two, you're saving and investing for your future. And then number three, you're increasing your income along the way, far above the 3% average that most people get. So this is what you want to do, and this is what we need to speak about in this month. And April is typically financial literacy month, so one should take it up a notch with that. What things can you do? How can you get better? How are you going to be existent? Are you just going to continue down the same path, but it's not really leading you to where you want to go? Or are you ready to take things to that next level? And those are things that I, again, offer myself. There are plenty of other people. If I can't do it myself, I definitely will help you get connected to make sure you get the support to take yourself forward. It's all about you reaching your financial independence and, again, being connected to understand what are the options you have. Because if you have options, you can definitely make a better choice. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you haven't already, invite your friends to the group. If you're watching this on YouTube, subscribe to the channel. And I can't wait to see you guys in the next video.